Welcome everyone. My name is Paula Phillips, also known as Journalartista, and I just thought I'd jump on and talk about my Midori, I suppose, what I've been doing in it. Maybe do an art journal page in it, do some art. It's been a quiet day over on Twitter, over on kind of the whole internet. I think everybody's hibernating. It's definitely freezing cold here, although I did spend about half an hour cleaning my art room. So thanks to those who participated in my little Twitter challenge. I find that if I post a pic like that or get other people involved, then it's more motivating for me um, to actually get something done. Gary, right? To get something done. So, but I did want to show you. So, what is today? Tuesday. I showed you a little bit about when I got the Midori on Saturday. So I've been using it for all of what? So Saturday, Sunday, 3 days, 3.5 days. Hey Sherry. So a couple things. And Sharon, if you're watching, I guess our wonderful friend Slee Sharon said I gave her nightmares by scratching my Midori last on Saturday. But now it's beat up. I mean, this is only 3 days wear. So, the brown may not be your choice. If you're going to get an original Midori, brown may not be your best choice if you don't like this type of look. And I have just want it already. Won't be the first, or won't be the last anyways. First, but won't be the last. So it's a little, it looks like this. So I've got, this one's a bookmark. That one's a bookmark, but the Midori only has one elastic in it, and then it's joined by other elastics. These elastics are the original Midori ones, but I don't see why you can't use the regular elastics I would normally use. In fact, these might be better because they're actually thinner. And this size of an elastic, I bought the whole bag of Staples. It's a number 24, 6" by 1/16. So anyways, I'll just show what I got going on. So this is the original Midori insert that came in it. I've got some quotes, some lists, some notes on stuff. That's kind of what I'm going to put in here, I think. I write stuff everywhere, and I think hopefully this video will explain. Midori's, this whole fad has just blown up so fast that it's unbelievable. And I think it started with the planner peeps. Now, I'm not a planner person. I think I lasted all of 2 weeks in documented life last year. But I need to be more productive. So I'm not, rather than planning, I guess there's a little bit of planning, but it's more about journaling and diary, writing what I've done to hopefully, the whole cognitive behavior therapy stuff I've been reading, to motivate me in the future, if that makes sense. So you can use it however you want, but there's sure a lot of people using them as planners out there, and I guess that's where the trend came. But for me, the simplest thing for me is to say, I love rubber band books. Shout out to Dee Dee, who made another one the other day. And this is like just a fancy rubber band book. A really fancy rubber band book. But it's also a rubber band book that will consolidate my written diary that I write in, my weight loss, journal. Eventually, I'm gonna make a bigger one than this traveler's notebook size. I want to do like a moleskin size, 5x7, or not 5x7, regular molly size. Oh, I've been looking for this bad boy. The regular molly size. So I think a lot of us that love art, paper, pen, and we all love the same things, right? And lots of us have so many different books everywhere. So this is just kind of a consolidation of that. I've got the pocket. This is the planner you guys know I said on Saturday. I downloaded from DIY Fish. You can make it whatever you want, right? Hi, Eileen. Don't get so hung up on what other people are using it for, right? If you don't plan, don't plan. So I started a hashtag Midori art journal because that's really what it's all about for me, is incorporating my art journaling with notes maybe I take on books, because we all write stuff everywhere, right? It's just a consolidation. But I am doing a little bit of planning, but it's less planning and more documenting, right? Some people would use this bullet list diary of, okay, this is what I'm going to do every day. Okay, I'm going to stream. One of these are streaming. I'm going to stream this day, this day, this day, this day, and they'll plan it out. For me, I'm using this as a record. Okay, I streamed Friday and Saturday. And now, what is today? Tuesday. So I'll write. For me, it's just a record of what I'm doing, because, you know, I definitely have issues with getting motivated sometimes. And sometimes writing stuff down, seeing what I didn't do is just as beneficial as seeing what I need to do. But you have to just use it as you want. So I just clipped when I bought these on DIY Fish, which is an Etsy shop. I started in the middle of the month. I bought the 3-month trial, so February, March, April. So this was the first part of February, so I have that paper clipped. And this isn't even bound, my friends. I didn't even take the time to sew it. It's just in there. Hey, Lisa. It's just in there, the elastic, right, from the Midori is just holding it. The Midori elastic is just holding it together. So ABG Jamie sent me a Valentine, and there was a little note in the card, so I wrote that. This was Valentine's Day. So these chroma decks, spirala decks, there's so many dexes out there. Again, I'm just documenting. The next page will probably be better, but I'm documenting how I spent my time to see how much time I've wasted, pretty much, or where I could have multitasked or whatever. So I just have some notes. This is how I'm kind of using it. A couple things to do, but mostly some notes. And so this was Sunday. This was Sunday. So Jean informed us that Sunday was Canada Flag Day, so I drew a Canada flag. So what I want to do in this box, so the plain inserts look like this for every day. You have your chroma decks, you have some spots for times, you got a blank spot there, you got a spot for bullets maybe, you got a whole section for notes, whatever. So here I documented my time. Let's see. So I slept here from 3 a.m. to 9 a.m. because my body clock is messed up. Right? I got up, maybe took a shower. Then I was watching our wonderful friend Laurel. And if I'm watching a stream and doing something, I'll have two colors. So I was doing some art while watching Laurel. That's what it is telling me. And then what's orange? Time wasted. So I must have just been watching TV. Then I took a nap, and then I wasted more time. And then I did some art and planner work. So I spent, how long is that? 4 hours arting that day, or that at that time. You know, that's kind of what I did. I have a list here of what I want to put in a kind of like a kit that I do a lot of this work on the couch while I'm watching TV. So, I want to have some pens, and I don't know if that's, I know I'm off camera. So anyways, it's just some things. I wrote a list of some things that I want to put in a kit to have on art on the couch. Got some quotes. I had some things to do. See, I journaled up here. You can use them however you want, right? Then the new week starts, so things I want to do over there. And then this was yesterday. So up here I wrote it's freezing cold. I wrote that I watched Dee Dee and Jean. Took some notes over here of Dee Dee and Jean. Did another graph showing how much I watched Ustream, when I slept, when I did art. And I'm going to try to draw something in this little box every day. So yesterday I drew a... Hi, Brenda. I know it's not coming up. I drew just a Liquitex Basics little mini paint that I was using. This is a Julie Faye Van Balzer stencil that I just used my pen to outline and colored it in. I got some notes, right? Documenting things I've done. I did do a couple, you know, things I needed to do. This was today. So I'm working on that. Okay, so that's it's more about writing down what I've done and writing down the little things. That's part of the Midori zippered pocket. Then I thought, oh, I had this file folder. While I was cleaning my art room, I found this file folder, and it's the right height. It's a little bit thick. I know there's a lot, especially those planner peeps, when I watch them, they make me laugh because they don't like things that stick out or get bent, whatever. I'm like, oh, I'm all about that. So, anyway, this is a file folder we jelly plated a while ago. Or I jelly plated on stream a while ago. So there's some pockets. It tips out and it sticks out, right? It sticks out, but it'll work. Try that. See what happens. And then, so this book I made out of mixed media, Canson mixed media paper. I just have that little painting, a little sticker of that painting there. And so I made this book with just enough pages to last February, because that's what this is all about, right? Is to be able to, okay, here's my February daily art journal. I'm going to do one of these little pages every day, and then that'll be done. And then in March you put a new one in. You know what I mean, Vern? That's my plan anyway. So I had some of these collage things I've been treasuring for a while from Dee Dee, so I put those in the front. This is the front cover, so I'm adding a little bit to it here and there. I have a piece of jelly plate printed deli paper here. So I just made a little tip in with that. So this was my first February 15th, what I did. These are stickers from Dollarama. Just a little bit of art, a little bit of writing, and sorry, I get the hiccups all of a sudden. And I wrote down that what Linda wrote, that Linda on Twitter, when we were chatting there, and Linda said 5 out of 4 artists can't do math, and I said we are 5 for 5 because I didn't get it. And then I wrote I can't read either. So that was a funny thing, so I wanted to write it down. Right, so just a little bit of art every day. What I was thinking about maybe at that time is what all I'm gonna write. And so on stream the other day I used this Tracy Bautista stamp, which I don't know where it is around me, but this is part of the packaging, and I love her work. So I didn't want to throw out this piece of packaging. This is a graffiti glam collection, reverse stitched heart. It's a Stampington stamp made by Tracy Bautista. So I made a little tip out, and then this was yesterday's page. I'm only going to do one page. That's why it looks awkward, right? So today I'll work on this. So it's just about maybe something I was thinking about, right? So if we go close, there's lots of layers. So I'm trying to date them too. It's bright. My weight was a little wonky when I wrote it. It's not centered, but whatever, right? It's just a little bit of something. So I only have a couple pages in this book. Like I said, enough just for February, and hopefully, they'll flip it out when it becomes March. And then back here, I've just been writing ideas and things I want to do for videos, that type of thing. So that's just it. It's just all different things. I don't know. You don't even have to have planners in them if you don't want to, right? So anyways, I'm gonna use it as like I said, I've been using it as an art journal. So I'll take it out. Real simple to take out, just like I take them out of my rubber band books. And so I didn't even bind this book, right? The rubber band holds it in, so I didn't even bind it. But I do want, where did it go? Some paper clips. It is good. No, I didn't. This was a jelly plate. the front of this was a jelly mono print, but this, no, that's what I did. This was all me sitting on the couch yesterday. You made Carrie a cougar dory? All right. So I do want to clip it on the next page, maybe, or a couple pages back. This could get frustrating for some people, right? The little clip, if you don't sew it. I mean, I was obviously with the gesso on the book. I've been doing the art without taking it out of the book, right? I've been doing it inside, while on the couch while it's laying flat inside of this. So yeah, Linda, they even have more than one size of those stickers. These Dollarama alphabet stickers. But let me tell you, they're not sticking so nice on the deli paper. I might have to put down some tape, clear tape, Scotch tape maybe. So when I was making this page yesterday, I had a lot of green. Whoa, I'm not even on camera. I had a lot of green left over, which was the start of this page. Now, so think about what I want to do. When I started this page, I just wanted to use that stencil, maybe, or that was my thought process behind that. This one, maybe I'll have to do a page on me butt dialing Carrie. I might have to do some background and then draw my phone or something. I'm just thinking. Let's see what's in my steps. This one I like to do it on the. I like to. Ooh, maybe I'll use this. I like to do some of this art from the couch because you're limited to then, or I am anyways, limited to what is around me at that particular time. I was just wondering if I had a phone in here. I know I have more than one. Oh look, there's my itty bitty. Better keep that bad boy out. But I have a phone because Club Scrap had they had a kit. A telephone kit. Now, where do I think those things are? I have no idea. No idea. There is a typewriter. That doesn't really go, but we can make it work for a background texture. Am I too far away, guys, do you think? Yeah, when you answered, you didn't know how to hold it up to your ear either. Do I use it like a phone? Do I talk into it? Is it going to talk back? I don't know. Alright, so I think I will. This is going to bother me, that little clip, but there's not much you can do. It needs to be there. Next month I should probably, I don't have to do that. Technically I could go like this with the book because none of it is put together and then just work on that page. Maybe that's what I'll do for camera's sake. Alright. I'm going to find some black ink. This memories pad. It's on Facebook Messenger. Where's my ginormous black pad? Archival pad. What the fluffy? And I even cleaned up today. Okay, we'll have to use a really, excuse my reach here, an older, yes. It's a messenger app, yeah. I haven't done any art Midoko. I just combined Miko and Midori together to make Midoko, which is actually an art store downtown Toronto. The paper, I mean, everybody raves to the paper. I guess I'm not because I'm not arting on it, but a lot of people do. A lot of people do. Hey, Janet. Urgh. I didn't buy any. See, look how dry that ink pad is. That's bad news. Like I said, I didn't buy any of their inserts because I wanted to make my own. I surely have enough paper to fill 100,000 Midoris, for crying out loud. So, but I haven't been able to go out to like Chapters or any other stores to like look for books that are comparable size and whatnot. Alright, I should be, even though this is a background, because it's a background stamp, see what happens? I got that big opening because I didn't use a, this is turning into a hot mess. I didn't use a mouse pad or some type of pad underneath. Food alarm. Hopefully you're not, yeah, Messenger. I mean, they make you use it, right? Facebook. If you want to look, so a little bit of something. I think I can even overlap. You know, it doesn't matter if I overlap onto that page, which is who knows when in the future. Just give it a jumping off point. Alright. Not definitely need a fresh black ink pad, or I need to ink that bad boy. Re-ink that bad boy, I should say. I was grunting? I don't know. Am I too far away, guys? Should I try to go in one or it'll get too blurry? Well, all the stencils I own, there must be something that goes with the telephone. Maybe numbers. I'm not exactly sure where that number one is. Let's see. Let's see what we got in the small one. Dun, dun, dun. That's the crack one. Nice one. Maybe this one will be something like crossed wires or something. Yeah, if you're on your phones, you have to use it. So I use it all the time. Carrie and I have been using it all the time. It would have been nice. It would have been nice if they gave you like if you press like, 'cause it's just a little phone icon. If you would have, you know, if you press that, it would say, um, you know, are you sure you want to call this person or something like that? Just look. I'm telling you, I need to sort this back out. I definitely need to sort this because half the stencils, as you can see, are not even in. Oh, that mask that Barb was using the other day. That one to is it Julie Faye Fan Balzer mask? Balls or bits, she calls them. This number one, that might be cool. I kept them in this. I gotta figure out a better way because this isn't very practical to keep them in this little bag in here. I guess if I put them in a page protector, you know, the whole point of this book, that would help. You know, the whole point of the book. And see, that's my thing. I'm hemming and hawing, but if I was sitting out on the couch out there, I don't have too many of, you know, these things around, so it wouldn't be that much of a decision. All right. Look at these ones, not even in. I need to organize. So maybe tomorrow that'll be, maybe tomorrow I'll have to add that to my challenge or something. Alright, that's what I'm gonna, because this is out of hand. I need to fix this. Or find a better option or something. Alright. But I do like this. That's a mask, so I think I'll do some, just some stenciling. So I've got that green. See, Carrie's favorite colors are this green and a red, so maybe I'll have to do that. It will kind of probably tie into that page, but because this was a lot of pinks, the green and the pink and the orange. But I think Carrie likes red, so I'll bust out some red. Boy, it seems like... Then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with my paint cart. I know I keep complaining about it every time I come in here, because it reminds me every time I come in here that it's broken. 'Tis broken beyond... Well, maybe not beyond repair. The dowels that are supposed to hold up the shelves, like, literally rip through the shelf. It's bad news. Alright. So let's add a little bit of texture to this. And if anybody's wondering, this is Crafter's Workshop. I'm pretty sure it's another Balzer, Julie Faye Fan Balzer design stencil. I'm just gonna add some, if I can get it out, craft paint. For the love of goodness. Now that's too much paint. Oh well. We're gonna try, hopefully we can go to the museum, or the art, not the museum, the AGO, Art Gallery of Ontario. Couple art stores downtown, maybe? Alright, so I'm taking a clean makeup wedge here. Doesn't have to be clean, just has to be dry. This is some watery craft paint, so I'm not sure how it's gonna look. Because it's such a thin design, this one. A very, very finely detailed design. And if my paint, because my paint's runny over here, if my paint's too runny, you're gonna get some seepage. I think I needed to shake my paint a little bit. So again, I didn't gesso it at first, which is silly. What I need to do is, when I make these journals, is prep every page with gesso before I even put it in the book. I think just for some interest, I will. This is a completely different page at it, obviously a different spot in the little book, but maybe we'll add a little page start over there. All right. Even though I have a layer of gesso or a layer of paint, it's so much darker, eh? Because it's such a watery paint. It's kind of, the green underneath it is showing through a little bit, which is fine. So I got a whole bunch of paint left, so you know what I gotta do with that. Find a book. Find a page. I'll just scrape. Ooh, there's lots of boogers in that one. Paint boogers. remove some paint boogerage. No rhyme or reason over here, just getting the paint off. This is somebody else's artwork. All right. Ooh! Now it just sounded like Joyceage, didn't it? It just made me think of Joyceage because she gave me some, whatchamacallit, phone book paper. That might be kind of cool to collage in right about now. You think I can find it? Some collage stuff. No boogerage. Okay, let's find something to do with phones. Phone book paper. Oh, I did want to take some of these out. We have all this collage stuff. I should have a few things that are phone related. I know Joyceage sent me those things. Phone book paper. I haven't even seen a real phone book in years. Do they still make them? Do they still print them? I'm getting to... Oh, I see it. All right. All of that to find... Yeah, they are. Yeah, I guess that's the thing. We haven't had a phone. We haven't had a home phone in years. Okay. So this is just, Joyceage gave me this. So, out of a phone book. He can. So I don't know. What should we do with this paper? Rip it into some strips. Trying to find a space for my feet. Hold on. Under my table here. My ankle has, I don't know. Man, it's been hurting the past couple days. I don't know if it's because it's so cold. Maybe the titanium in my ankle. Maybe it freezes. Makes my foot more cold. I don't know who these random people are. Random, but let's see. Find some. How am I going to glue this on, my friends? Hey, Darcy? I don't have any matte medium. Sorry, I'm trying to get comfortable under my desk and I keep shaking it. Alright, I'm going to use some matte polymer medium. The problem is there's too many books under my desk. Anyway, little by little, I'm not gonna. I had a pretty, for me, not bad, productive day. Pretty good. Can only get better from here, right? Alright, let's find a brush for gluing. Janet, you got 15? I think Sherry thinks it's a race. You guys, it's not supposed to be a race. How long do we have? Don't we have another month and a half? Brenda bought some Heidi Swap medium and I'm not sure how to use it. Well, what kind of medium is it? See, that's the thing, right? Like, I don't know. So many craft companies are coming out with mediums that are the same as, the artist grade, like golden and whatnot, but they're marketing them to crafters. They're calling them different things. You know what I mean? And I think it's just confusing everybody. Well, I know why they're confusing, because they're trying to say, oh, well, don't use golden Liquitex, blah, 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 whatever you can get at 40% off at Michael's. They're saying you need this particular medium. So, depends. Is it a gel medium? Is it, which is fine. Maybe some people like that. They like the simplistic form. They know that, okay, this texture paste does this, rather than, listening to me saying light molding paste or modeling paste or... Alright. Gotta be careful with that. I already saw, phone book paper, the ink bleeds. The ink, I just saw the ink bleed there a little bit, so I gotta be more careful. So what kind of medium? I don't know if Brenda said what kind of medium. Heidi Swap Magic Medium. No idea. I would have to see how thick it is. Brenda, is it thick or is it runny, right? Because like golden, any polymer medium is pretty fluid, right? You can shake it. And then you have soft gel medium, which, you open it up and it's the consistency of, softened butter. And then there's regular gel medium, which is, thicker. It all depends on the consistency. And the easiest, if you're thinking about gel mediums, the easiest way to remember is the thinner the thing you're putting down, the thinner the medium. The thicker the thing you're putting down onto your canvas page, whatever, the thicker the medium you need. I when I first started art journaling, I only used soft gel medium for everything. I kind of found it that, it was good to put down papers, but it was also good for thinner stuff, and that's all I could really buy at the time was one of them, right? I'm not saying any of those things are bad. All I'm saying is that if you're already like me, own light molding paste, regular modeling paste, gel medium, soft gel medium, you don't need the other company's brand stuff. Or I don't anyways. At least that's what I'm telling myself. Alright. Let's see, got a few little things there. A few little collage bits for that layer. And I got a little bit more gel medium there, so I'll go back to this journal. Let's see. This is a random page. I'm just going to glue down this random piece of collage paper. Where'd this come from? It must have been stuck in the book. Alright. Ooh, I was looking for those too. Sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to make a little kit for me. No, I'm just talking to myself. Alright. Heat gun. Mini cupcake on it is fun, Darcy. It's different. It's different. It's really, narrow. Whenever I have overhang like this, sometimes it's fun, you know, you can turn the page over and just overlap it and glue it down, gives you kind of a start. Or I just turn it over. I need to reread the list and kind of check off this. We're talking about the Stick It Down challenge that Darcy and Jonna, the Scrappy Camper sisters, are having. Yeah, I need to go over it and see what I have and what I don't have. I need to reread the list. Because, you know, I don't go outside very often, so I've got to, like, consolidate. I need to have a list of all these things I need to do while I'm outside. Alright. So it's awkward. This is becoming an awkward stage here, I think. I gotta work through the uglies on this one. Definitely. Alright. This whole thing is pretty much got the matte medium on it. So what color should I go next, guys? Give me a color. A laundry tag. I thought it was a clothes tag. Like a size, like a clothes. Because I think it was. I don't even mix. I'm the worst. Like, what do I wear? Workout clothes and jeans. I mean, I don't even sort laundry. It all goes in it together. Everything goes together. So, in the washing machine. I can't tell you the last time I dry cleans. I don't own any clothes that are expensive enough to dry clean. Okay, wait, tell me a color. Where's Joytage when you need her? Yes, exactly, Linda. I just saw Linda saying just might draw one. Anything that I may not have, I'm gonna draw it. Me too. Me too, Linda. I think that's a good idea. Alright, you guys aren't helping. Let's go to the color wheel, see what it tells me today. Oh, magic color wheel. So we've got some green and red. So the main color, I suppose, is green. Right? And this fancy one, I can say, oh, look, which one of these greens is closest to that one. Right? Which goes into the oranges and reds, or purple and yellow. That's starting to look purple. Let's add a coat of purple and see what happens. That's what I'm gonna do. See, for me, this is, you know, just about creating a bit of art every day. And like I said, I want to do this on the couch. I'm making a little kit and stuff so that I'm not thinking too hard about it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? It's just to be a little bit of play, but I am about something that happened that day, right? But see, that's just the winner should stick with the list. Aw, man, some of those things are impossible. I'm not kidding. I gotta read the thing. Reread it again. But there's some that I saw that I knew that I wouldn't be able to obtain. Unless I don't even know anybody that does any. Anyway. I shall try hard. I will look at my list and see if I have anything to trade and can trade anybody. You said navy blue? I didn't see it. Oh, right. Let's just cover this whole thing. Boy, I don't like this purple. The purple, I probably should have chose a different color of purple. Why does it seem all my paints are really, really watery today? That's true, Darcy, hence the word challenge. It's true. True. Hey, it's a challenge. It is a challenge for me to draw some of that stuff. It is a challenge. Alright. So I got a little bit of purple up here. This is just craft paint. I think the first layer, the green, was Liquitex Basics. But for me, I just kind of mix everything together. You'll see me use it all. Alright, so it's a little bit wet, but I think I need to do... Okay, let's find the baby white before I put that bad boy out. So as you know, for every... I keep going to sleep at 3 a.m. for the last, I don't know how many days now, and it's just... It's this vicious cycle. It's very, very wet. I want it to be a little grungy looking. Gonna wipe off between the mask here. So I need to wipe off before you place your mask or your stencil back down again. You kind of want to wipe it off. Normally I just do it on my pants. I know that's terrible, but I know that if I'm gonna do some art like this, you know, I got old pairs of yoga pants or old navy pajama bottoms that I wear. Can hardly see what's going on here. So I can already tell, like, over here you can't see anything. So, but because we got the matte medium, as you guys know, we can just wipe that back, that part we don't like. Maybe I'll keep, you know, here and there'll be a little bit of the purple. Or maybe if I didn't like it at all, I could completely wipe this whole thing almost back. But I'll have a little, I think I'll have that little bit peeking. Maybe I'll just have that little bit peeking there. A little bit peeking there, but it's not, doesn't show up. I'm not sure if it seems dark. It seems dark in here, right? In my art room tonight? I guess it seems dark in my art room every night. So far we're making a hot mess, which is the whole theme of this particular little... Yikes! What happens when you don't bind it. We are not being afraid to make a hot mess. Which may be what we're making today. Okay, heat gun. If I don't dry in between layers, I'm really gonna have a hot mess. So. Alright. So really it's going to look like this. And sometimes I find it distracting with that other piece, you know, hanging out there. Alright, let's add a little bit more stampage. Oh yeah, I want to use this stamp because it was, I love this stamp. You guys know that's one of my favorite ones. By Paper Bag Studios. No idea if that company's still open. I've had it for a long time. But I like it because it looks kind of like swearing, right? Like, what the fluffy? What the fluffy's going on here? So I think that fits well with with what the page is about. Church bulletin. Oh my goodness. I gotta reread this list. This ink pad is ridiculous. Sorry. It is dried up big time. I'm barely getting an imprint out of it. Hot mess on this page. A dark hot mess on this page. And see, I can tell now where I went wrong, in my opinion, where I went wrong with this page. It was this paint that set it all off, made it look muddy. Alright, let's add some black and tie this bad boy together, and then I'm gonna draw a phone and gesso off some of this. I think. I see, I'm thinking too much. Think. I shouldn't be thinking, I should be doing. Maybe I'm at a point to draw the phone. Okay. Let's see. We will use our Stabilo Mark Style pencil today. If I can find it. Alright. Needs to be sharpened. I was just looking at this little pencil sharpener I bought the other day. It even has it catches it. But I hate not being able to see when you're sharpening your pencil. I hate not being able to see where it is. Like, I always look at it so that you're not sharpening it so much that it breaks. That just for some crazy reason reminded me of grade school. When some of the guys, they'd go up and they'd have to sharpen their pencil, right? Just to get out of their seat, and they'd sharpen and sharpen, and with the old one. And then they'd look at it, oh, it broke. Sharpen and sharpen and sharpen. They'd be up there for like 5 minutes. Alright, so this time I'm actually going to use my phone. I have a Samsung Galaxy 5S, which is pretty simple. And like, it could get to the point. Let's take my phone out of its case here. Are you worried about drawing? Let's see. Then oh, and there's lots of stuff popping up on screen now. I mean, if you're that worried, trace the darn thing. But I like the look of the. I'd rather see the look of the wonky lines. All right. This is ridiculous. Not that Carrie tagged me into a post, but all of a sudden Facebook changed something so that here's my lock screen, and now I'm getting notifications on top of my lock screen. Which is ridiculous because I have to swipe it and then it goes, I don't know. It seems like every time Facebook updates, it updates something and then you gotta go back and look at all your settings all over again. That's why I like Instagram and Twitter. Rant over. Okay, so let's look back. So the fun thing about, these phones these days is there's not much to them, right? You got a little thingamajiggy down here. Right? There's a light blinking that's probably annoying the heck out of everybody. You can't see me anymore? Am I back? That's weird. I'm just talking away to myself. Even if I wrote Samsung right now, it's not going to show up. So I'm not going to bother because I want to gesso. I'm going to do all those details later because I do want to, actually try to draw Facebook Messenger and whatnot. Or at least be able to have something to write my... What are you doing? Smart ass. Carrie's trying to call me. It is a weird noise. So that's what the Facebook, oh, that's why she was calling me. So that's exactly what, Carrie heard. Alright. So get a little gesso here. Put my non-stick mat. Won't need too much because we're just painting her in. Trying to find the right brush here. Is my refrigerator running? Can you hear my laptop fan? I'm all confused. What's going on. Okay. So I want to cover, which kind of a shame because I do like some. If I'm going to do this now, you're going to barely be able to see that I had anything underneath it. But oh well. Can't. What do I always say? Can't worry about covering something up that you've already done. Then you never get anything. You'll never know what could happen on the other side. Could be a hot mess though. Now some things would come through gesso. I didn't use any ink, right? Maybe so instead of the mask, maybe I use instead of paint over that mask, maybe I use some spray inks. That would have came up through the gesso. Oh, is your refrigerator running is what you used to say when you're crank calling someone. I grew up in, the Simpsons generation, so I mean that was Bart's thing, right? Was to crank call the bar. Or maybe I'll just go over that too, I suppose. Alright, you still got some gesso, so I'm going to go back to this little journal here. And gesso. Where are these random... Then I've already got a base for some, another page tomorrow or the next day, whenever it happens to fall in my book. Oh, there's definitely lots of purple left in that brush. Why am I covering it, Teresa? Hi, CB. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Jan. Because I want to have some journaling, right? I want to talk about the funny thing that happened today. I want to document it. So, it just seemed to fit on that particular part of the layout. I liked that spot, but if that makes sense, that kind of that particular spot was where I wanted the phone to be on the page. So it ended up covering it all up. I can move a little bit of the gesso here and there. Right? Can put a little bit. I just don't. When I'm gonna paint over it now and write things, I don't want too much of the background. I do want to be able to tell that this is a phone, right? I just want to see what color. I'm probably gonna paint it. I want to see what the Messenger app looks like. Um, let's see. It's white. It doesn't have anything in the background. Sorry, just talking to myself now. But I do need to. Okay, let's try this first. Heat gun. There she goes again. Do you want me to put you on speaker, Carrie? Is this what this is about? She hung up. I know there's a. Am I gone again or something? Oh boy. Alright, so I will have to draw because my phone does kind of have, you know, I'll have to darken the edges here because it's black on the outside. Right, and then we got up here where it says Samsung. So I can see the other screen. Next time I put you on speaker. Hang up. Alright. Just want to differentiate where my screen goes pretty much all the way to the edge, except down here. Where it goes black again. And this is a Stabilio Marxall, so it's going to go over all these, you know, all that paint. Fine. But it also can be blended. So before I put anything else on here, and you think I have all these water brushes. Oh, here's one. This one is the tiniest, thinnest water brush ever. Drives me insane. But Debbie from Painted House. Gosh, I haven't watched that show in a long time. Debbie Travis? Does she still do anything? Does she still have the show? I haven't seen her on TV in a long time. A little bit more water here to make it kind of gray. If I go to Flipboard, gosh, I haven't looked at Flipboard in a long time either. I do like to see how everybody else is using them. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see how other people use their organization stuff. Like yesterday we were watching Marie show us what she's putting in Dee Dee's idea binder. So I'm just kind of activating the Stabilio Marxall. So it's more of a painterly look. I'm trying to dab this with a dry baby wipe, and it's just not doing it. My watercolor from smearing. You mean on the next layer? Angela? Like after this? As you can see, I had so much pencil there that, I mean, it was just way too much. kind of like that. Maybe over here, my phone's a little bit more rounded. Screen. All right. It is permanent. You know, I have sprayed. Yeah, you can use spray fixative. Where is I have some. In the past, I've used hairspray. I actually need to buy like old, like finesse hairspray, like cheap stuff. Sorry, I'm right next to the camera. But you know, here's Krylon fixative. I mean, you can use all that type of stuff if you want to. So it will, you know, stop the smudging and all that type of stuff. I don't suggest you spray it in the house. But some things won't react, you know, it all depends, right? So this is almost my last layer, so I was okay to use that. Heat gun. But this is Stabilio Marxall, yeah. I think each instance is different too, right? So if I'm using a water soluble media, it's either on the, you know, the bottom layer and then or the top layer. But if it's like the finished page of my book, then I don't even worry about it. You know what I mean? Like, for example, over here, this yellow is Neocolor 2s that I didn't dissolve. Which is fine. I mean, I'm not planning on dropping this in water. Hope not, right? Yeah. Yeah, Brenda, don't spray it in the house. It's like me and my citrus solve adventure. Heat gun. It's smelly stuff. Like, I'm using a Stabilio Marxall, but you don't have to. Look at all these things. You don't even have to dissolve it if you don't want to. Heat gun. We're calling ducks? We're looking for ducks now? It just all depends. You gotta play around with it, Angela. Depends what type of look you're getting for, and it depends what stage of your art, you know, if you want to art on top of it, you know, more, or not. Alright, how detailed do I want to get this? Do I want to put, you know, like all of the notifications at the top of that bar? I'm gonna have to find a silver pen maybe to do that. Do I want to put all those notifications? I don't know. Well, Facebook is blue, so I mean, we're talking about Facebook, so I guess I'll. Let's see. I'm gonna use what's around me. So look, I've got some Crayola Twistables. Let's use some of those. Blend them together here. Oh, maybe not, because they're crayon, and I actually want to write my journaling on top of this. And even if you're using a Bic, you know, regular ballpoint pen, when you're trying to write over a crayon, it does get tricky. It works, but your pen starts skipping and all that. So I won't use that. I'll use some good old craft paint. Now, I don't exactly know what color blue Facebook is or anything like that. I'm not worried about that. Just a blue. Let's see. I have some of this neon. This could be this. I haven't had much luck with neon things. Oh yeah, Crayola Twistables are fun, Brenda. They are like they are cheaper. I gotta do another show on them. Maybe we'll do it on this Saturday because they look like this. Jonna bought some and doesn't remember how to use them. They are super soft, like lipstick, like gelatos, right? They blend with your finger. I was just going to dip my pen in water. That's good times. But they also are water soluble. And the white is awesome. So, and they're cheap. You buy them at Michael's. You know what I mean? You get a box of I don't know how many, and they come with metallics. So that's kind of fun. All right, let's paint this bad boy some blue. I got this Americana neon fluorescent blue. I'll see how this works since I haven't had too much. I haven't had too much luck with fluorescent stuff. It likes to separate. All right. So see what happens here. Oh, another paint booger. This must be pretty boring to you guys. Golden neon colors are awesome. I don't have any of the. I do have some of the flow ones, but don't ask me where they are right at this second. Like I do have some of these ones, high flow acrylics, but this is transparent. I mean, I bought a yellow. I don't know if it was yellow or pink of just this Americana one, and it was like completely solid already when I bought it. I guess they do so much chemicals. I don't know. I don't know what the story is. All right. So I do have a translucent layer here. You can see the texture going on underneath. I don't know if you can actually see. It's not like you can really see the initial, well, maybe a little bit of the initial layer back there. So I have a little bit of something to see that it's Facebook. I think I will draw the Facebook Messenger little, app symbol they got going on. I got a little bit of extra paint here, so. It reminds me more of a glaze than a paint. It's a different texture. High flow neon. High flow is just it's not light fast. You could use it with airbrush, pen, paint marker, or brush. It's just a really viscous paint. I'm not sure if it replaced the maybe somebody in the chat knows, because they used to have the airbrushing paint. Did it replace the airbrushing paint? Anybody? Fern? Anybody know? It's some bright stuff, let me tell you. Bright stuff. Oh no, the golden. These I don't know about the heavy body or fluid. These are high flow acrylics, which are different, obviously. I don't even know if they have the fluorescent colors in the other. Oh, that's why you're supposed to shake well. I thought there was a ball in here. No? I could spend all night shaking this bad boy. I can see it's already separated. I'm not gonna look at it there. It's bright, I'll tell you that. Barb, we're just playing today. This isn't anything exciting. I'm not even sure I'm liking what it's happening. That's not anything self-critical. It's just it's dark. It's such a dark page. Keep going. Hi, Jeannie. tell you, that gave it a weird texture, that paint. Alright, let me see what the messenger... Right, the little messenger symbol is a... Oh, you won't be able to see it. Looks like a little chat box with a... like a sideways lightning bolt in it, which is strange. Alright, so let's try it. I think I'll draw it up here. So, it's got a little thingy-me-do, like that, and I gotta sharpen the pencil. Trying to keep my desk clean after cleaning it up today to put in my tiny garbage can. Alright. So it looks like a circle. I'm gonna make it go outside the boundaries of my phone here. Don't matter. Alright, and then there's a little thingamy, and then a thingy like this, and a thingy like that. And then back up. I don't know if that looks quite like it, but it's good enough. I think I'll make it black. It's completely the wrong color, right? In real life, it's blue. This bubble is blue, and the white is, or this sideways lightning bolt is actually white, but it will be okay. Yeah. And then over here, I'll draw the phone. I am looking at my reference over here. It's hard to draw a phone. I haven't seen one in real life in years. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I might go back in. It might be fun to go back in and color that bright orange, you know, with either the Marxol or, you know, draw colors in some of this stuff orange so it doesn't look... Oh my goodness, I lost the chat. Hold on. So it's not just, it's not colorful enough in here anymore. You know what I mean? I need some more color. But in here, because I'm gonna color these, I think, and then in here is where I'm gonna do my actual journaling of, you know, what happened today. But get out some yellow. It needs some yellow or something around the edges. Help make it pop out, because this is a cheap dollar store. Woo! It landed on the floor rather than my cheap dollar store paint. One thing that I don't do very often when art journaling, if ever really, is to envision a page before it happens. So I know it shocks people when I say, well, I just cover everything, or if I'll cover some of that stuff up, because it wasn't really what I intended to do. I'm not attached to it because I wasn't planning, you know what I mean? It wasn't that I had a set plan. So you just kind of, for me, I just go with the flow, whatever I think will look good. Not sure if I think that looks good. No, Barb, this is part of my Midori. This is today's daily page. I took it out, which I'm almost done it, so I could probably put it back in. But because I didn't bind my pages before I put it in, then I just took it out to work on stream. But this is what I did yesterday. No, 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and then yesterday I did that. And then today. So I butt dialed Carrie on Facebook earlier today. And it was a funny story because all I heard was this little pixie, hello, hello. And I'm like, where is that noise coming from? Is it God? Is that you, God? Just kidding. But it was funny because I was like, where is that noise coming from? Okay, let's look at my, let's find an orange pencil. Oh boy. And I'm gonna pick orange, right? Because it's the contrasting color. It was, Linda. Whew. Let's find some orange. See what orange will cover this up. We'll just use the actual orange. So that's not showing up at all. Orange paint it is. Oh. It was the funniest thing. This noise. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna have to bust out some orange paint for that instead. Got some melon. Better. Jan, that's good. Alright. Find a tiny brush. Or a smaller brush, anyway. Yeah. I don't even know. I mean, I saw I saw that symbol, right? But I always thought that symbol was because people's phones, people have, not me, some people connect their phone to Facebook, their phone number. So if you're friends on Facebook, you can see their phone number. Obviously, that's not me. So I saw that little thing there, but I didn't think it was usable because my number's not linked to Facebook. But yeah, I was wrong. It didn't call me on my phone. It called through the app. So even though I called her, it's my phone. It's not in my phone logs. You know what I mean? It's not. It was on Wi-Fi. I'm gonna have to do a couple coats of that. This is not a very good brush. It keeps flaring on me. It's not holding its point. I think once I put this base coat down of orange, then I can go on top of it maybe and use pencil crayons, colored pencils, or something to make it brighter. So it's totally, see, it's not Facebook. I'm not ripping off their logo. It's totally not the right, totally not the right thing. But it'll be fun. And I can get the edges black. I'll clean up the edges afterwards as well. Probably not the right color of orange. It's not about that. It's about just getting down some memories and seeing what I did today. I don't know why I thought it needed some dry brush orange around here. I don't know. All right, got lots of hot messes going on. Nah, it's not too bad. I'm liking it. I'm digging it. Wipe some of that back. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry for a second. I am always panicking. There's like, not panicking is not the right word. Especially on my phone, it says emergency dial. So if my nieces would get the phone, they could have an emergency call. I'm like, oh my goodness, what are they gonna call? Like, I'm always worried that somebody will call or I'll call 911 by accident. That would be embarrassing. All right. So again, I have just a little bit of random paint left here. I glued in, some of that book paper there, so I don't know. It doesn't even go with it, and I just cover it up. But for me, that's what these books are all about, is not thinking and just putting it down there. And see what happens later. All right. Almost done. It needs some more stampage, I think. It needs some more I covered up all of that other red. I can barely see it anymore. And now I think it needs something. Well, I know it just needs some itty bitty backgrounds. Then I'm going to that's what I'm going to do. So when I say itty bitty backgrounds, it's just a texture stamp. It's one of my favorites. It's an old one from Stampin' Up. But just whatever you like. I just like how it adds a little bit of dots. Alright. Then I'm going to go back to this other red. Even though I didn't like it at the beginning, there is some of that peeking through, but I'm going to make some splots with it, I think. It seems that I'm putting splots on everything, but I guess I always did. It's just usually I used to use more spray inks rather than paint. Watered down paint, Not that there's anything wrong with spray inks. This is a regular size Midori, a traveler's notebook. I show my setup at the beginning of this recording, Gina, if you want to see. So I'm putting the red spots on before I do any journaling, so that it's more cohesive, and then I'll write in it afterwards. Oop, that's more than a spot. Yeah, it's gonna be nice to clean up. When I clean up these things with the pencil, I always want to call pencil crayon, color pencil. I think that'll look nice. Okay, hold on. Hold the fort, my friends. I got a little bit more of that. So this is gonna be, no, it's not gonna be tomorrow's page. Oh, it's not gonna be for a couple more days. But I'm gonna have a head start on this one, that's for sure. I'm trying to do a page every day. This is number 3. So that's a win for me. So let's keep on going. Doesn't mean I'm gonna stream every page. Oh boy. Okay, he can. Alright, well, some of those spots, let's see. Let's go back up with that orange pencil crayon I wanted to use. Colored pencil. I could use the orange Stabilo Marxol, I suppose. Oh, it's taking off some layers of paint there. Got to be gentle. Some of those spots are still wet. Oh yeah, Erica. Did I just call Cheryl Erica? Am I getting you guys confused? I will be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so I will be having a prepared regular show, not just sitting here playing around him and Han. As you can tell, I love to say him and Han. Isn't that a funny thing to say? So I called Mrs. Shutterbug Erica, but I'm wondering if I'm confusing her with Cheryl, which I think is Angelbug. I just don't want to mean that. I don't want to call some of them the wrong name. Not that that is the first time, and it probably won't be the last either. So see how much nice orange. That's much more oranger, much more orange. Go back to my dry black ink pad. Okay, I was right the first time. Thanks, Erica. Just after I said Erica, like I'm pretty sure it is, but thank you for double confirming. I was 99% sure, but then I thought, oh boy, what if it's that 1%? And I like to ink the edges black. You don't have to. I know I say that every time, but I just like how it looks. I like the grungy stuff. Okay. He gun. Give me big text. I'm pretty good. I really try hard with remembering everybody's name. Like it's I mean not just writing it down, but really trying to remember. They're invisible ink. Invisible to me. Some of those spots are bubbling and popping. All right. So to me, it does look like it needs a little bit more black. So now that I dissolved the Stabilo Marxol, I think it needs a little bit more. It needs to be just darker around the edge. Just so it, see, like over here, it gets a little shady. Joyceage tweeted that she's doesn't have a voice, unfortunately, a little under the weather, so she won't be on tomorrow. So, feel better, Joyceage, we're thinking about you. See, just, doesn't that look better? To me, it just pops it out just a little bit more. And I'm sure I could have used the Stabilo, you know, again, but I'm just using a marker. Make sure that, put that button a little bit darker. So I'm going to use some tiny stamps. Nobody wants to sit here and watch me stamp tiny stamps. Good night, Angela. Not too much exciting, because I want to write some journaling, but I also want to write up here like, hello, hello. I must have a stamp that says hello on it. More than one. I'm sure I have more than one stamp that has hello on it. I think the rest of this, though, is just me doodling, right? I gotta sit on the couch. I need a silver gel pen. I think I own one. So thanks for hanging out, everybody. This is not a, nothing too exciting. We're just playing around. I'm in a mellow mood today, if anybody can tell. But tomorrow, it should be better. Now, I do have some Pitt pens that are that I got in those kits. It's not silver, but it's 1.5 bullet tip. It's not silver, but it's a bluish silver. So where's my phone? See if I can write the Samsung. Hey, it goes over real well. Is my head in the way? Oh my goodness, I lost my whole thing. What the? Fluffy? What the flock is going on over here? Okay. Night, Carrie. It's only 10:30. I keep forgetting, like, you guys in the West, it's only like what, 7:20? I'm gonna put this little flashy button over there. Can you even see that? Yeah, and it's even later for you guys on the East Coast. You can't see it, but I can see it. Night, Erica. Yeah, I'm almost done too. I just it's already been almost 2 hours. I'm so mellow today. It's not very often I focus on a page from front to end either, right? So I'm really trying to I can put this back in now. I'll show you guys. It's another reason why it's a challenge for me every day. Changes my process. I think changing, just like when just like exercising or losing weight. You have to change it all the time. You change your diet, you have to change your exercise. You always have to keep changing to grow, right? Like muscle confusion. You have to change to grow. So if I've got to change some of my processes to grow. All right. So somehow this is this is my planner with the. It's smaller. When I was kind of silly because when I printed it out off of a DIY fish, when I cut it down, it's about probably half an inch smaller than all the other books. So it kind of makes it funny, right? It makes it. See how that's twisted over? Because it doesn't go all the way to the top. Anyways, long story short, that's why I had to put the zipper pouch around that part of it. But so as you can see here, this is a Midori elastic, an actual one that you buy from them. But there's no reason why I can't use these number 24 elastics for the same thing. Right? Just put it through the middle of that book. You find the middle of your next book. Well, I guess you should have done it first. Put them together. Just putting the middle of the two books around the elastic. Find the front. I got this. Oops, hold on. Hold the fort. I got this. And then you find the middle elastic. So this is the elastic of the Midori. And then that goes in. And then this was just one, like I said, this is a file folder I jelly printed on. I'll use some of that as pockets maybe. And that just slips in like that, and then it can open. And it sticks out. Like I was saying at the beginning of the show, I kind of giggle watching some of the Midori videos on YouTube where it's not really, there's maybe doodlers or whatever, but not like serious mixed media art. Like, well, maybe I shouldn't say that either, but a lot of the girls that use it for like planning, just like only planning, they don't like this stuff sticking out. I'm like, it's like the chubbier the better, the more sticking out the, you know. But anyways, like I say, if I was working these pages that I did on the couch last night. So so far I've got 3 days. I just gotta do some journaling on this bad boy, and I can pretty much call it done. So I'm just trying to do a little bit, like I said, a little bit every day. That's it. So I will be back tomorrow night. I'm gonna go back to some, a regular schedule again. As long as, not as long as whatever, I shouldn't even say that. I'm gonna stream tomorrow night and that's it. So if you want to see what I've been doing in my planner, I also have to draw something today. I have to think about something around me that I need to draw today. So look, I got my thing here. So I started streaming at, where's my pen? I need pink. Right? It's a 12-hour clock. I started streaming at 8:30. My pen's got that piece of thing on it. This is just how I use it, not how everybody uses it. I'm just tracking my time. I'm not planning my time. So 8:30, what time is it now? 10:30? So I just spent 2 hours streaming. Could color that in. To me, it's just, I thought this was pink, and here it is red. Fraser frazzing. Anyway, I'm just tracking what I do every day on that. Anyways, thanks for watching and helping me, keeping me company while I created my page. I'm gonna do some journaling about butt dialing Carrie. I'm gonna see if I can find a stamp that says hello. I have to have one. I have to have multiple ones, to be honest. Anyways, I'll see you guys all on Twitter. I hear that, Sherry. Lots of people have been asking me to stream earlier on Wednesdays. Um, but here's what I truly believe. If we all waited, there's so many people that stream, and here's how I feel about it. Um, if I waited for the airways to be clear to stream, and then feel like streaming at the same time, I probably would never stream, other than Saturdays. Does that make sense? So I'm not asking people to choose anything like that. Um, but the way I think about it, the way I feel is, if I feel like streaming, I'm gonna stream, because I may not stream if I don't. And at this point where I am right now, I need to get back into it. And if I feel like it, I need to do it, because you know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? But Sherry, that being said, I know I'm still recording this. That being said, I will for sure be finished before then. So, um, I stream Wednesdays and Saturday nights. I've streamed for years, and yes, I've been on and off and sideways. And I am probably the most unreliable person when it comes to streaming, for sure, uh, absolutely. But if I feel like streaming on a Saturday, if I feel like streaming anytime, I'm just gonna do it. Because if I don't do it when I feel like doing it, I might not do it. Does that make sense? There's my rant. And I believe that for everybody else, right? Everybody else that wants to stream, there's so many of us. And you know what the other thing is too, my friends, is that there's billions of people in the world. I thought about this the other day, worrying about this or that, and I think there's millions and billions of people in the world. And if nobody comes to watch it, or one person comes to watch it, or a million people come and watch it, whatever, right? I do this a lot for myself as well as for others. So um, if I start streaming while somebody else is streaming, I don't want you to all come and run over to me either, right? It's I know we all have different. There's a group of us that are here all the time, but there's also, we all have different friends and different people that follow us and other things, right? And we can all watch recordings. So I don't want somebody that feels like I can only stream on this day and this time because that's the only time I fit it in my schedule. But oh no, somebody else streams at that time. Hello, it's the internet. It's free. There's how many people are streaming on Ustream right now at the same time as me. We all, and that's the thing, we all can't be to everybody's live stream anyways, if we're overlapped or not. Right? Right? So there's so many people, and I hate to see other people fighting over this. Is not fighting, but feeling bad. This is their spot, this is my spot, this is whatever. When I say I'm streaming on Saturdays, if I'm publicly saying that on my blog, that's just when I'm choosing to stream. It's not my time. It's my time slot because that's where I've chosen to stream in my own schedule. If somebody else wants to stream at the same time as me, that's the way it goes, right? If I wait, and like I said, there's so many of us that want to see other people, you know, and of course I try to get to as many streams as I can, but don't let somebody streaming stop you from streaming when you want to stream. We can either all watch it on recording, or you know, or whatnot. And we have recordings. There's lots of times where, you know, I just don't want other people not to stream because they think it's somebody else's time slot. Does that make sense? There's so many. I know there's a big group of us, but I believe that we're getting bigger, right? We want to grow our group. We don't just want to stay. Anyway, that's my rant. I'll get off my soapbox now and go. Um, So I'm not asking you. I stream whether there's 5 people in the chat or 100 people in the chat. All right. It's for my own soul, right? Look. So I need to practice doing this, which means that if I need to stream when I feel like streaming, or else I waste a whole bunch of time, which apparently is what I'm tracking. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna start streaming on Wednesdays and Saturdays again. Wednesday time is up in the air. Um, But I like this. I like the 8:30 time slot, but my mod may not be able to handle that time slot. So we'll see. We'll see. No, Sherry, it totally wasn't aimed at you. I've just seen it a lot. Yeah, and just record. Exactly, Barb. If you're a streamer, you kind of know it. You know what I mean, because it's I've been seeing it around a lot. I can't stream this because this is that person's time and this person's time and whatever. We can't all be to each other's streams anyways. So I'm not asking, and I'm not saying play favorites and whatever. Um, none of that. Yeah, Sherry, it's totally not about anything like that, right? Totally not. We all have, as streamers, we all have to stream when it's convenient for us. Stream when it's convenient for you, not when it's convenient for everybody else. That's why we have recordings and YouTube and whatnot. That's my 2 cents. Maybe I'm gonna get hate mail now, but that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. I could care. If somebody wants to stream next to me on Saturday nights, bring it, is what I say. I don't care, guys. To be honest, I gotta stream when I feel like streaming, or it's just not gonna happen. I probably should just erase this whole thing. I'm gonna get hate mail. Hate mail coming. But see, the thing, if I don't stream, here's the thing, guys. I get messages every single day, I kid you not, about when you're gonna stream, or I missed this stream, I did, so I'm trying to accommodate everybody, but at the same time accommodate me, right? Me. Like, it's, whether somebody's here or not, whatever. But it's nice. I am quite happy that I have. I've already lost about 5 people since my rant. It's not a rant. It's not even about me. It's about other people. Stream when you've got the time. Right? Or else maybe you wouldn't stream, and that's just a shame. That's just a shame. I want to see everybody. Alright, hate mail. Go thumbs down my YouTube vids. I don't know. That stuff doesn't bother me. Anyways. Oh boy. I'm gonna get hate mail. I did. It's right at the beginning, Di. Maybe I should go back and do something. So this is recorded. I'm gonna stop right now, turn the recording off private, and you guys can all go back. You guys can all go back and because our group's getting bigger, Barb. That's the thing. Our group is and I want it to grow even bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? So like there's not enough time in the day and the week for if we all streamed, right? So you gotta stream when it's good for you guys. Anyway. So I'm gonna stop this. You can go back and see, but I am and it's now I'm gonna talk to Di now. Maybe we'll go back on something positive. I was gonna go, but Di was the one who got me into this. I saw her post a pic on Instagram, and that was just it. But for me, Di, I just have a book I'm writing notes. I'm gonna quickly go through it again in case you missed it at the beginning and don't want to watch the recording. And let's end on a more positive note than my rant. Yeah. I'm gonna get hate mail. Paula doesn't want this person to stream. I want everybody to stream. No matter what. Okay. So that's my Midori book, but I only got that one insert, and I thought I would make my own. Then I have the Midori thing. I have a DIY fish planner. And this is what I'm doing, Di. This was on, I'm not just talking to Di, everybody that may have missed it at the beginning. This is the DIY fish day on 2 pages. 1 day on 2 pages with the hyperdex. LM hyperdex, she calls it. So I'm trying to draw something here. I have to go do that on the couch. I'm going to get hate mail for sure. Guaranteed. There goes my numbers. That's not what I mean. Anyway. So I'm trying to draw something like I drew a... Drew a basics tube. So for me, it's more about writing down what I did in the day rather than planning. But then I put in a, you guys just saw this, jelly printed file folder. And then I have this book, which I just put, because I started this in the middle of February, I only put enough pages for 16. So I only used 4 pages of mixed media paper, which turned into 16 pages. Four sheets, which turned into 8 pages and 16. 4 sheets, back to back is 18 pages, and then 16, like if it's one side. Anyways, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, Vern? So it's just enough to finish off February, and I'm just trying to do a page a day. So that was the 15th, and then the 16th, and then today, which I just have to do some journaling on. And that's it. And then at the back, I just have, you know, where I write random stuff, ideas, lists, Ustream shows, YouTube videos I want to do, all that type of stuff. So for me, the hyperdex, and I said it at the beginning, that the hyperdex isn't planning. That's an ugly one, because I'm still trying to figure out colors and whatever. I'm just documenting what I did. I'm just documenting what I did. I napped. I slept over here. I watched some Ustream. I did some art. I did nothing. Watch TV. I'm just documenting. I know some people plan, or so here I was watching Ustream, so I did some art and watching Ustream, so I'm showing if I, multitasked or whatever. The same as at the front. It's not about, if I'm looking at my monthly tasks, it's about, okay, I streamed. How many days? Not planning on when to stream, but when did I stream? I'm just tracking. Hi, Mickey. Oh, you bought the Elegant Writer and played tonight while watching you? Oh, nice. Did you post some pics on Facebook? Yeah, Target's shutting down, Di, so I don't even know if, I'm telling you, those Michaels, you know those ones that are from Michaels? Some of those stunk, too. Flags we're talking about. No, I took my phone out of my case. Tomorrow I won't rant. So it's been fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm using my book, I'm using it. I'm trying to document stuff, and I'm trying to make myself healthier by using some cognitive behavioral techniques. Yes, did you see, Di? Did you put on Facebook any, or you were playing around with them tonight? I wanted to see what kind of results you got with your Elegant Writer, Mickey. Hey, Di, look how scratched it is. This is how scratched it. I've only had it since Friday night. I opened it Saturday. You enjoyed the rant. I'm gonna get in trouble for that. People are gonna say Paula's a bully, Paula's this. I just want everybody to stream. And if you don't want to come to my stream, then don't come. That's all. I'm not asking anybody to choose. In fact, if I'm streaming at the same time as somebody else, go watch them. Hey, that was good. It's not what I mean, guys. I'm trying not to be rude. I'm just trying to stream more. I'm trying to stream more to better myself. And if I wait for it's like anything in life. If I wait for somebody else to be finished or ready or this or that, it's not happening. I gotta do it when I do. Oh, hi, Vicky. Enough of that. I will go rant about that all night. People are gonna escape. But I gotta get myself back to a schedule. And for a long time I streamed every Wednesday and Saturday. And I was comfortable with that, and that's what I'm gonna go back to. So, because it breaks up the week, right? Why I chose Wednesday and Saturday for me is that it's 4 days apart. Welcome, Laura. Hey, Pam. You guys are all coming because you heard there was a rant? I'm just teasing. I'm not ranting. I just want everybody to stream and not worry about I'm encroaching on somebody else's time. Encroach. You know what I'm talking about. Do what works for you. Exactly, Barb. Oh, people send me... I've got the Oh, die. The comments... I even keep up the crazy comments on my videos. Somebody the other day posted on my video, a silent fast-forward technique video is useless. I'm like, how many times do I have to explain? It's in the description. I have videos that Ustream deletes it, and yes, it's silent, it's fast-forwarded, but some people like it. You don't have to... If I have 160 videos, go see a different one that has HD. You know what I need to do? I need to do an intro video. I can do the intro ones on YouTube now. I need to say, okay, look, here is my Ustreams in fast forward. Here are the Ustreams that have, sound. Here are all my tutorial videos. Here are the journal flips. Like, use the playlists. Oh yeah. My wonderful friend Sharon a long time ago, Slee Sharon, sent me something that said it was a meme or whatever you guys call them these days. And it said, behind every successful person is a pack of haters. There's always somebody gonna hate. Bring it. I have this one person on YouTube that dislikes every one of my video. I think I know who they are. But whatever. Whatever. Exactly, Sherry. People comment on the stupidest things. I'm this, I'm that. Oh, it's a free YouTube video. Go buy my DVD if you want to see something fancy. They're going, I'm losing YouTube subscribers as we talk. No, I laugh. I hate the thought of having so many people have had to shut down the comments on their videos because people say some nasty stuff. And it's just not cool because there's other people that want to ask questions and actually interact with the poster of the video, and I don't want to do that. And it's hard to moderate some of those. Just people are rude, and I think half of them are 15-year-old girls or maybe 15-year-old boys. Yeah, exactly. I'm telling you, I get. We all do, my friend. People love to give their 2 cents. People love. Yeah, exactly, Barb. It's free. Exactly. Like, you don't need that negative. Exactly, Di. Exactly. People are somehow hurting themselves and taking it out on somebody else. I've never thumbed down a video. Maybe I did. I lied. I thumbed down those videos where there's like girls fighting and stupidness like that. That shouldn't be on you. I don't like that type of stuff, that violence, whatever. But like somebody's art video, why would you ever thumb down somebody's art video? It's silly. I just think if you don't like it, click off of it. Why did you even watch it if you don't like it? But there's a lot of people have jealousy and hate. It's more jealousy, I think, a lot of these people, or ignorance than anything. But yeah, you just gotta laugh. Gotta laugh. The only videos I've ever thumbed down are when like girls fighting, or if it's real vulgar, like not art, have anything to do with art. Yeah, just exactly. Die. Delete it. Let it go. I laugh. I laugh. So people make me. Sometimes I answer. One or two times I answer. Depends on how they word their comment or whatever. But I just don't yeah, exactly, Sandy. Mistreating animals, something like that. Terrible. I'll report something like that. Not just thumbs down. I'd be reporting to YouTube. But I don't know why people have the energy. How do people have the time? I struggle. I'm trying to find time to comment on my friends' videos or reply to people that have positive comments. Like, how do people have time just to sit there and say that this sucked? What a waste of time. Like, the waste of time is you typing that. What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, y'all know, like, some things I leave up, right? Like, people have attacked me on Facebook over my dog. Carrie and I were just talking about it the other day. Like, when you become, the more I put myself out there, I shouldn't say you, or shouldn't talk to anybody, but for me, the more I put myself out there, I share a lot of stuff. You guys just saw what was in my journal, where I'm saying that I did nothing and this, and with my health issue, my mental health and stuff like that. Like, I'm an open book, and with that comes a lot of support and love for sure. But it comes with a lot of jealousy and hate behind the scenes sometimes too. So you can't let that. It bothered me, a few years ago, but now you just kind of gotta laugh. Especially if it's a stranger. Maybe if it's, somebody that or whatever. But anyway, yeah. Gosh, I am a ranting machine today. I better go before I get myself in any more troubles. So I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll tweet when, but I really think I'll be streaming at 8:30. My 8:30. Start to preach at 8:30, and it'll be a short. Gonna try to keep my Wednesday shows shorter, more. We usually go 2 to 3 hours on Saturday, but I want to create projects that are about an hour to an hour and a half on Wednesdays. Exactly, Di. I hear ya. I hear you, Vern. Like I said, we need to talk. Oh, thanks, Laura. I appreciate it. I appreciate all you guys' support. I do this. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you need to get it out. But because I think so, especially as creatives, there's a lot of people that we all suffer suffer may not be the right word, but we all deal with a lot of the same things, you know. And for me, I mean, if we're being honest, the part of the reason why I hide too is, it's pressure. There's lots of pressure, right? Oh, exactly, Vicky. I know I have lots of supporters. The haters I just laugh at. They're gonna come. There's gonna be more because I'm gonna become more successful, and I'm gonna have more haters, because that's just the way life. That's just the way it is these days. Behind computers, where people don't they don't have to have the balls to come say it to my face. They can say whatever they want in this little screen and pretend to be somebody else. Where I'm here showing you the real me. So it's just the way it's gonna go. And I'm gonna get more because my goals are to be even more successful. So, like I say, bring it. Come at me. I feel like I'm at their gym. Come at me, bro. I need some wine. Maybe we should make this a bitch and something show. I don't usually like to swear on camera, but yeah, it's gonna be the way it is. Rather than hate me, ask me how that you can become successful too. Don't hate my weight loss. Ask me how I can coach you to become more successful as well, right? I'm gonna go out there. I need to pour myself a glass of wine and calm down. I was so mellow when we were art journaling, and now it's like, how I got myself all worked up over something. I need to go have a glass of wine. I'm telling you. Look, see, this is what I have looking right at me. This is the stuff that matters, right? Barb, friend, you guys, not just Barb, but all of you friends, and I got a handful of haters, but I've got hundreds and whatever friends. So she sits right in front of me. I look at her all the time. Here, my soul support doll that the wonderful Barb Owens made, and that's the stuff I try to focus on. Yeah, not Carrie. Carrie's gonna have to ban me from my own show. Carrie's gonna have to ban me from my own show. But like I said, guys, I as I get back into all this and try to start all over again, pick up the pieces from where I left off last time. If I feel like streaming, I'm gonna stream, or it just may not happen again. Right? Anyways, this is about it. Drink some coffee. All I got is water over here. It's not even vitamin water. It's just plain water. Maybe my coffee kicked in because I just had one before I got Sherry. It's not you, Sherry. It has nothing even to do with the wonderful Diane. If I stream, I will be off before 10 because I want to see Diane. But it got me thinking of things, Sherry. Has nothing to do with you, my friend, at all. It just got me thinking of what's been kind of brewing the past week or so. Not even with me, just other people talking about new people wanting to stream and trying to find a spot and all that type of thing. Yeah, I'm going to, guys. I'll see you guys all on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all that good stuff. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Much love.